What up, YouTube family? It's your boy D, and we back with another banger. I know it's been a minute. We got a low taper on a kid, so we're gonna get straight into it. Jump straight into this cut. I'm going to start and make my guideline with my trimmers, and this will be my bald guideline. So everything below that line, I'm just gonna bald it out to make for a clean, low taper. Um, and the key part here is just emphasis on the points of what you want to make look good, and that's what we're going to do. So, I'm going to start by with our clipper open, create our first guideline, or our second guideline. I take that back. Second guideline, and then we're going to go into our half, and then I'm going to start by taking his hair down. So I'm using a half guard here, and I'm going to take his hair down. We're going with the grain. We're just going to take that down to a nice even length, nothing too crazy, but initially this will help to create the desired look that he wants on his haircut. So while we're doing that, I just want to point an emphasis to say thank you for tuning in, as you guys always do. For those who do support, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, okay? And show your brother some love. Truly appreciate it. If you're learning from me, you're learning from me. Been doing this a long time, really good at it, love what I do, and I do it for the people, honestly. So if you're able to learn from me and get better from me, it's truly appreciated. So we're getting that knocked out, we're getting that done, bringing all the hair to one length, and that's the key part. It's just getting everything even to one length so you can start proceeding with the haircut. So as I do that, guys, I'm going to continue to even this out with the half guard. Got everything layered, brush it a little bit, make sure you get everything around the swirl, parietal ridge, and even the crown of the head. So a lot of times you gotta just, cross your T's and dot your I's, okay? It's very simple, but it's easy to mess up if you don't stick to the script. So let's get into that taper now that we've gotten this off. So we're going to go up with our half guard. We're going to start fading into that. And the reason I'm using a half guard is because I took it down with a half guard. And technically this is a 1.5, guys. I've been saying half, but I don't want to mess you up. It's a 1.5, but yes, I'm using my 1.5 to pretty much fade into where I took the hair down with the 1.5 guard. And that essentially is going to make everything a lot better. Now we're going to brush and then pretty much continue fading into this haircut. So this kind of helps create that blend from that light to dark contrast. So it'll help make a clean, real well-balanced taper. And that's what we're looking for. So now we're doing our one, and I'm going to start fading up right below that. But you'll see as it transitions from the light to dark and how you can pretty much see it kind of just become a full, well-blended taper. And that is what we're looking for, especially for my young client here. So I did his little brother the same. So essentially this is all the same, and we're going to do it that way. And I'm working through this taper, working my way through it, blending it out, and essentially this gives you what you need to be able to create that look. And you want every haircut perfect as possible, but this is where the details matter. And so it's doing the little things that make a difference, like brushing after every stroke, fading into it, using the tip of that blade, using the tips of the teeth, to kind of get into it. We're not using the whole blade, creating a well-balanced blend. Honestly, I can tell you this much. If you can understand that and you can do it to perfection and perfect your craft, you will, without a doubt, become a really well-versed barber. And for me, that's what matters, because I can cut any style of hair. Hispanic, Caucasian, African American, African Nigerian, you name it. Hair is hair to me, and I'm cutting it. It's gonna be the best haircut you probably ever had in your life, and I put that on everything I love. There's some good barbers out there, but I'll put my money on me every day of the week and twice on Sundays. So that's how I feel about it. So now we're using our clipper and we have no guard and we're just blending that up, okay, creating a nice well balanced blend. And I'm going to use the tip of that blade, not the whole blade, because it creates for a better blend. Now I'm in that motion of where I'm just cutting, so I cut at my speed and my level, but you guys will see that for me this works for me. I'm stretching the skin and pulling the skin, and I'm switching that lever from open halfway to closed, essentially because it creates a better haircut. I cannot stress that enough. So what we do to one side, we'll do the other. So this side, it'll be a little bit more up to speed, but you'll see what I mean when I go through it. So same thing, creating my guidelines, blending it out, um, fading into the haircut, kind of creating a well balanced blended haircut, so that when my client gets done, he loves the way his haircut looks. So as you can see, I'm fading, I'm blending it out, using my one guard now. We're fading up into it, kind of creating a nice dark to light contrast, whether it's from bottom to top or top to bottom. So in doing that, this will essentially help you create a better look, a better, well balanced haircut for your clients and for yourself. So this is kind of just the matter of getting the details down. So we're using the half guard now, not the 1.5, but the half, the 0.5 guard, if that makes sense for you guys. Or depending on what clipper you're using, it might just be a 0 guard. So now we're going to get into lining the back of the nape. And so I'm going to show you how I do that. Using my pointer finger, I'm going to hold his ear down and pretty much work my way around his ear. Now, these trimmers are a bit sharper than most, so I don't have to touch hard. I don't have to use a whole lot of pressure, but angles matter. Using the tip of that teeth of that trimmer, working our way around, okay? You can't fail here. You can't. It's just a matter of practice, repetition, and getting better. If you do those things, you will not fail. And I mean what I say, and I say what I mean, guys. So I'm telling you that um, for the best of your learning experience, and whether you choose to get better as a barber or can maintain being a barber or whatever you're doing, if you're just watching for fun, um, repetition is the best experience. Practice makes perfect. So we're gonna get into the hairline. I'm gonna spray it with some level 3, and then I'm gonna get into his hairline. So just pay attention. Like I always tell you guys, we're gonna go middle, and then we're gonna work our way right, and then we're gonna make our way left. You see little bro over there, you got him a little chop, he's feeling good. So working our way left, and I always start left because left is my weak side. I go middle left, and then I go middle right, and that's just able to back check my work for me, so that I can make sure that everything looks how it's supposed to look. Um, and then that's the biggest thing for me, if I can teach you to do that, if I can understand how you are able to learn so that I can better teach you within my videos, that will help your skill set. So we're working our way to the left, and the angles are weird here, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a one-man camera guy, but you can see I'm working on those vertical bars there, and I'm taking my time with this, giving the good focal point on the hairline simply because I want it to have a good focus of what you're doing and how you're trying to maintain a crispy hairline. So that for me makes everything a whole lot better. So you see, okay, we got that going. Now we're gonna work on his C cups, okay? Like I always tell you with the C cups, it's kind of just a poetry of motion. It's like a flow of motion. If you got that, you'll understand that you don't need to press too hard. You don't need to overdo it, overextend it. Try to just work your way into an angle of a C and kind of just flow with it slowly. That helps everything be a little bit more smoother. And as you can see, we're getting that progress there. And then we're going to work our way to the other side of his hairline. That is the key point. So we got that side done, getting a little stretch in. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to get up out the seat. But you see that taper right there, how well blended it is. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did to the left side to the right side. And I'm just going to work my way across bit by bit, piece by piece. Try to have a laser focus on the hairline so that you can see where everything comes together, so that you don't push him back and you don't have his hairline tilted. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. I know that honestly, I would definitely put me up against any barber in the world, and I'm gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just that, and that's how I feel about it. So that being said, you can see here we are working through this hairline. I'm getting to the vertical point. So you'll be able to see the vertical points here easier. But I'm pretty much just lining everything up from the top of that hairline with the vertical bars to the bottom. And we're going to work our way down to the bottom, not pressing too hard, not using the whole blade, but using half the blade and kind of just working through it. That essentially helps create the better haircut, the better lining. And you can see it here all coming together. Vertical bar is very nicely extended, not pressing too hard with my trimmers. Ultimately creates for a better crispy lineup. Now watch the C cups here because you guys will get a better view here. Boom. Okay, now I'm working my way around. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to use the end of the blade and I'm just going to come down. Then I'm going to come back up. It's all about touch and just using the tip of that blade. You do not need the whole blade, and I can't express that enough. Learn how to have the flowetry type poetry motion. Sorry, it's a tongue twister sometimes, guys, but essentially you get where we at, and now we have our finished product. So I'm gonna give my guy a spin. And man, he was one of my best models yet. A great canvas, and a clean cut. So you see his hairline all crispy. Boom, taper is looking good. You know what I'm saying? So now we just kind of go through and dot our T's. I'm sorry, slipping out. Cross our T's and dot our I's. Lord have mercy. Bear with me. So, we're going to get to the end of this video. Just do me a favor, please, please, please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think. I'm getting better with these things, I swear. And I'm having more fun with it, but I got my boy crispy like bacon, and he was very satisfied. He was looking good. He was happy. And that's what I want, especially on the kid's haircut, because I tell barbers all the time, if you can cut a kid, you can cut anybody. Seriously. It's all about just learning the texture of the hair, the type of hair, and getting it right. But you see how those C cups line up. They're crispy. Boom. Look at that taper. Can't make this up, man. Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Much love.